where we're going to have to just be very careful what we say, when we say it, and how we say it. And when someone comes to us and they're telling us things that's going on in their lives, we're going to have to really listen and hear the whole story. Especially when it comes to somebody dealing with couples in the church. Because somebody's going to have that person they go to, and somebody's going to have a person they go to. Now, we got a married couple, and we got the husband going to George, and the wife is going to Sylvia. That's going to be a problem. Because he don't know what to say, because he's not sure what Sylvia's going to say. And he don't know what she's telling Sylvia, and she don't know what he's telling George. But it's still a family church. So I'm just giving you a scenario so they can sink inside your mind when you're talking about being slow to speak. My second point is be quick to listen. Avoid erupting into anger. Assume the posture of a listener. Even if you don't feel like listening, just sit there and say, what is it? In the back of your mind, you're like, Lord, I don't feel like being bothered. But you have to listen. Because half the time, people don't want you to say anything. They just want to get off their chest and say, whoo, that feels so good to get it off my mind. Now I can go on and leave. But if we're always trying to come back and say something, all we're doing is adding fuel to the fire. Because they are itching to get it off of their chest. But we're not allowing them time because we're quick to say something. So we have to be quick to listen. We often don't want to hear about other people's problems because we have problems of our own. And don't it seem like God is playing jokes on you? Don't it seem like you're on the show pump? When you're going through your worst moment, God sends a person to you and they're talking about their problems, and you thinking to yourself, man, come on. I got problems of my own. And here you come telling me your problems. Now, this is a critical point because you have to have a moment where you got to put your own feelings to the side. Sometimes when people come to you with their problems, you have to sit there and you have to listen. But instead, they come to us and we start, oh man, let me tell you how my week went. And then come to find out that they never had their problem resolved because when they come to really have a person to listen to them, you're not listening. You want them to listen to you. So we have to be quick to listen. Now, we are quick to cut them off because they say something that we simply don't want to hear. Proverbs 18:13 says that he who answers before listening, that is his folly and his shame. We have to get the facts before answering. Be open to new ideas and make sure we hear both sides of the story. Let me say that again. Hear both sides of the story before judging when it comes to two or more individuals. Because a woman comes, girl, he cheated on me. I don't know what happened. Girl, I know. No, he didn't. You don't even know the other side of the story. All you heard was a little piece. He cheated. No, he didn't. You should put him out. I'm telling you, you see the hand on him. That's what they want to get all their opinions. Ladies, when you get ready to tell somebody what you want them to know, when you think you're giving them good guidance, you put that hand on their hip and you start shaking their head. And you like, girl, let me tell you what you need to do. You need to pack his bag right now, put this out. You ain't thinking about the kids. You ain't thinking about the fact that he's the one bringing the money into the house. You're forgetting about all that. You're so quick to provide a response. You're not thinking about the whole story. But then in the end, she tells you, well, actually, about 3 years ago, I cheated on him first. Then you sit there looking crazy. Oh, girl, I can't help you there. Is that my phone ringing? So we have to be careful and make sure we hear both sides of the story. We often miss key facts when we're failing to listen and make up the rest of the story with our own thoughts. Because whatever you don't hear, you're going to make up the rest. It's just the interesting thing about drama. You can just hear a little piece and you're like, oh, I know he did this here. Oh, I know she did this here. You're just going to make up the story because it sounds juicy. Because really the truth is really not as juicy as it comes out to be. So we have to be careful with it. And yes, this happens in the church. It happens right here in the church. I'll give you an example. Let's say I always use George and Sylvia for example. You see them come in, hey, how y'all doing, y'all family, you know. When they come in and they quiet, how many of y'all gonna make up your own story? Things don't look good at the marriage house. But get this. How many of you women gonna say, I wonder what George did? It's always the man's fault. Always the man's fault. Now, Diana said it might be serious. But that's the thing. We make up our own stories instead of hearing the whole thing. Nobody asks, are y'all okay? Or anything. It could just be a morning where both of them are sick. But no, nobody knows because nobody asked. We see him assuming, oh, they must have got into it this morning. I don't know, maybe Sylvia burnt the grease this morning. I don't know. Now, this is called misunderstanding what was said. Then once we go back and analyze what caused the problem, we realize that we misunderstood what was said and warrants an apology for ourselves when we couldn't have simply listened first.